Hi, I'm Landon with HowToRecord101.com. In this video, we're going to go through the basic workflow of a guitar vocal recording session. We're going to do it in real time so you can see how comfortable you need to be with equipment and with working with a client. For more videos and more information, you can check us out at HowToRecord101.com. Thanks for watching.
I wanna see another day. I just want this to me end.
There we go. And so
Now-
you just get comfortable and we'll
So you
we'll
just
play around
want
and
to mic
see.
the acoustic, right?
Yeah, we're going to do that.
That's what I like best.
And I like micing it better. So I've had a couple people that are like, I've got to pick up, and sometimes they work.
Yeah.
But
They'll do
most
both.
time the mics, are just
See, I don't.
working out best.
I guess if you have a good pickup in your acoustic that sounds good, then you can do that. But I don't like most I've heard. I don't like mine. I know for sure.
Yeah, and it gives you a little more control, and then
Yeah, I don't know, but I agree. It sounds better probably to just mic it. Okay, now as far as placement wise, is this?
I'm going to get you to scoot up to it.
Okay.
Yeah, scoot up.
How
and
close?
Try to get as close as we can, and if you'll
Okay.
scoot toward me just a little bit.
Yeah.
And so
Now,
what I'm trying to do is we can use two large diaphragms like this if we
Mhm.
were to do it. There's shows which side the pattern is.
okay.
And so that mic is pretty much recording this direction.
Okay.
And then this one here is the same way. You've got a pattern right there.
Yeah.
And it's recording that direction. And we want to make a 90 degree,
Okay.
like that. Which is, large diaphragms you kind of work to get not an exact science with that.
Yeah.
I also don't want to record directly. And you're left-handed.
Yeah.
I did not
well,
realize
actually,
that. Yeah.
I'm not left-handed.
You play both ways.
I just play left-handed. You probably never noticed, but if you see this hand's
Yeah.
smaller than this one,
Okay.
I'm missing
Wow,
two bones in
okay.
this finger. I was just born
Wow.
that way, so I had to
Okay.
learn.
Okay.
Left-handed.
Hold your hands like this.
See,
Yeah, like that. Gosh.
it's the only thing I do left-handed,
Uh-huh.
but there was
Okay.
no way I was gonna be.
Yeah,
able to.
yeah, with it. Wow.
So I did
not
it.
realize that.
Yeah, so I just
And
learned.
so I typically try on this lower side. I try not to record directly in the hole because
See,
that heaviness sometimes comes directly out, almost
Yeah.
like our pee stream comes out of our mouth.
Yeah.
We've got that heaviness that comes over there. So I'll place it and then I'll listen and make sure
Yeah.
that we're not booming on that side. But what I'm going to do is switch. I'm going to switch out, and you're playing left-handed, so I'm going to have to think think backwards here.
here. You won't get a lot of left-handed.
But I'm
guitars.
going to switch this mic out with
Okay, with that pencil.
with the pencil, and I'll just push that out of the way just to kind of show folks, if you've got that kind of standard 2 mic pack from the music store,
Yeah.
they'll give you the large and the small. Just want to kind of show you how you can make that work.
Yeah.
Because both ways
That's
sound
what
good.
I thought about
And
getting
so
that.
I'm gonna do the larger one on the lower side, which the lower side of the guitar, the lower frequencies here.
No.
Then we've got the higher frequencies here.
Mm-hmm.
And so not only am I doing stereo, but I've actually can kind of capture both sides of it. So we'll do lower side there, and then higher side here.
Okay.
And I could even spread these out, but not far. We don't want to get too far.
Okay.
With that, we'll get to this mic here.
So these are both CADs too. This is
Mhm.
pencil
Yeah,
mics,
that's that basic, and I use this pack just because it's an inexpensive pack.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get both of these mics for $140.
Oh, that's a
with
really
the
good
windscreen, and so,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's a
that's a
nice
really good
little
deal.
studio pack for people starting out. And this mic here, I'm going to capture the high side. And again, the mics are kind of bulky, so I'm going to listen. Phasing is what I'm listening for. So when I get in there, I can tell if I'm having some phasing issues.
Yeah, yeah.
Just by listening to it. So lower side, I want to watch about being right in the hole. I'm going to raise the stand and come down a little bit so we're
Okay.
okay. As this mic points up, like this one's pointing up, it's getting more vocal. So I kind of watch about that.
I got you.
And
Yeah.
not a problem, but just I know that it happens. So we've got the stereo going on there.
Is that like what is the benefit of crossing like that?
You have less of an issue with phasing.
Okay.
And the math makes that not a problem.
Okay.
It's called an XY configuration.
What do you mean by phasing particularly?
Phasing is when we hear.
It's like bleeding into both mics.
Well, we hear when audio is created, we have a plus and a minus that comes towards your ear.
The frequency thing.
And what's happening is the plus is being picked up by one while the negative is being picked up by the other.
Okay.
And so it cancels out.
Oh.
But it's phasing.
Oh,
It doesn't do an exact cancel out, but it causes a phasing
like
issue.
that.
And usually it's only in certain frequencies, depending on the math and the distance, with that. But,
Okay. I never thought about it like that.
But that's how that works. So we're going to get the vocal where you're comfortable.
Yeah.
You don't have song sheets or anything today.
No, I got it all up here.
It's all a challenge with the song sheets because we got to get the mic stand, we got to get the music stand
You
too.
got to get
we're
it
doing
to where I
good
can
today.
see it. Okay.
So good deal.
Do I need to be like direct with this, like straight on right here? Is that'd be about right?
That's good right
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Good deal. Okay. So we got our mics and we're kind of maybe there. And then I'm going to go in there and patch it up and listen. You can play through some and just get comfortable.
Yeah. You just let me know.
And,
Test vocals or anything?
that is perfect so far.
Okay, just do acoustic right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, no, you can do both. You can sing through it and play.
Okay.
Be great. And the reason why I do that a lot of times, it probably won't be the final vocal, is that we'll make sure the song format's right.
Yeah.
Because if you don't sing through it, sometimes you might be a measure short or a measure over in places, and we don't catch it till 3 or 4 tracks later.
I got you.
You see what I mean? So
yeah, I'll be able to get this one spot on if it would be better not to do the vocals.
Let's go ahead and do vocals.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
And that way we'll have it both ways. And
all right.
So I'm going to be just a couple more seconds patching this in.
Okay. I'll just kind of sing and play.
That's fine for right now, and I'll get some levels.
All right.
I just want this in the end. Oh, let it be.
Okay.
Good.
Can you hear me? Let me get you some. You want the headphones this round, or?
That'd be great. Yeah.
And
that way I hear myself really well
yeah.
too, but I'll be able to hear you as well.
And can you play that the clip track?
Yes.
Okay.
Should be able to.
These are behind you. Let's
Okay.
See. And I will slowly pull them up in there to
Okay.
make sure they're not too loud. Actually, you probably hear yourself, don't you?
Maybe a little. It's hard to tell. I don't think I hear anything right now though.
How about now?
No.
How about
There
now?
we go.
Okay.
Yeah,
There
it's
we go.
really well now.
Okay, is that too much?
Yeah, it's a little hot. There we
How
go.
about that right there?
Yeah.
And then we've got separate. We've got your vocal separate from the guitars. I don't think you have any guitar, do you? Or a little bit. Is that better there?
Let's see. A little more guitar.
Okay. And what about there?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. And is that enough for your vocal?
Yeah, I can hear my vocals fine.
Okay. And you clipped a little bit. I'm gonna pull your singing down some?
I might sing a little louder at some parts.
Okay, that's fine. I pulled down quite a bit, so
Okay.
we'll check a level and I'll back up if it's a problem.
Okay.
Let's you know about tempo?
I don't know what tempo it is. I can play it.
Okay.
Once you get
Go
it.
ahead and play it, and what I'll do is I'll just clock it in.
Snap it in, okay.
Yeah, with the.
Okay, good.
And I'm going to do double time on the click,
I prefer it that way. I don't, because I've learned I get off a lot.
and I think 100 is too fast. Let's try that and see. Let me get our click track on. No, that's not. That's too slow, isn't it?
Too slow, I think.
Let's try. Go ahead and play again. I'll clock along.
Sure.
We didn't get a good click on it. Let's try this here.
Let's see.
Yeah, that feels good. That feels pretty good.
Okay, and that's 37.
Okay.
And so we'll stop if you feel like it's dragging you or
Yeah. Right.
rushing you. We'll stop and try it again. Let's go ahead and try that.
Okay. We'll do a tape.
Store here, yeah.
All right. Is it gonna count out some measures before?
It's actually going to start rolling. You can start whenever you want to.
Okay.
Well, we want to try to do the full intro and straight through the song, kind of like the format of the song is.
Yeah.
I can cut and paste it, but it's faster if you give it to me like you want
the
it.
whole thing straight
If we mess up for some reason, kind of think of where you are.
Yeah.
And what I'll do is I'll start you at that section. So as long as kind of you know where you are,
Yeah.
we'll be in good shape. Here we go.
Okay.
That's not the right tempo. Let's see. 138, did we say?
37.
37. I undid and I undid the tempo too. Let's see if we can. 137. Here we go.
Okay, so whenever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you'll count yourself off,
Mm-hmm.
we'll know when to overlay
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I got
like
you.
that. So try that.
Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Sorry.
That's all right. We'll-
Vocals, I can't hear them at all once I
Okay.
started.
Let's turn them up. And again, we pulled the trim down. That's why you can't hear it.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me just crank them up there. Try it now.
Okay. Let's see. Father, why I can still use them up just a little more.
Okay, and let's try more of everything and less guitars. Try that.
Okay. Father, why yeah, I can hear them really well.
Is that
now.
good?
Yeah, that'll be
Stop
good.
me if you're not comfortable. And we'll-
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Father, why are we not the same? Could we fall again someday? Could we see each other again? Could this be the end? Oh, why let us even join our hands? Don't let me fall again. I don't wanna see another day. I just want
less of me. Oh, let it be. 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 Father, why are we not same? To wait for a kiss someday. Okay.
Okay. Did you feel pretty good about that take?
I felt pretty good about it.
Okay. You kind of know how you feel about it, if you're
Yeah.
getting warmed up or if you feel like that was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to tell. Sometimes you get one time through it and you feel like, man, I'm on fire now.
Yeah.
I may want to save that, but I just want to try it again.
The vocals could probably be done better.
And we may do the vocals over
Yeah, I think
anyways.
that's what you're saying. Acoustic was pretty good. I thought it was spot on.
I don't like to have to live with the vocals
Yeah.
when we're vocal guitar,
Yeah.
but I like to record them in a way that I can use them if I need to.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think we got that. So what I'd like to do, if you feel good about that, is to track some more guitar parts.
Yeah, okay.
Just to kind of for production, just to
Yeah.
kind of fill it out.
Sure, I got
And
stuff
so-
I can play.
What we'll do is we're going to do 2 more tracks all the way through the song of just acoustic.
Okay.
And do you have some secondary parts that
Yeah,
you've done
I can
before?
come up with some stuff. I can think of 2 other
Let's
things to
let's do kind of the same thing
Mm-hmm.
that you did before 2 more times, and that way if we have to get rid of this scratch vocal, I'll probably get rid of both the scratch guitar and the scratch vocal.
Okay, so you want to record the guitar one more
so
time?
so we'll do the guitar through, and you'll just play along with yourself,
Okay.
so you don't have to sing with it. Matter of fact, don't.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm gonna, and then basically at this point, if I'm gonna use the guitars left and right, and I'm using multiple parts, I don't necessarily have to record those in stereo.
Yeah, I see what you're
Because
saying.
I'm not, I'm in the end, I'm not going to be having that stereo imagery. I'm going to be using multiple guitars
Right.
in different positions. So I'm going to go to just using the bottom mic, and
Okay.
and so I'm going to just set up another track here and set it up to that input.
Good.
And so what we're going to do, just for, we're going to go ahead and move this one out of the way.
Yeah.
So I'm going to plug it. So I'll make sure I've got the right one over here. And this fell as a recording.
It did.
Yeah, it did.
I didn't even
So
notice.
I didn't notice the recording, so I think we're okay. But we'll just tighten that stand up. And then I don't want you blowing over this mic.
Yeah.
Not that I can keep you from doing it, but I'm going to probably turn that
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
in a way that we can keep you from doing that. Because
Yeah.
sometimes that happens.
I know. I was thinking about that. I was like,
what
maybe.
from doing that. But sometimes you can work your placement. You can work it out.
Yeah.
Again, this microphone with the cardioid pattern right there, it's picking up kind of in this direction.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to focus that right in there, and I'm a little bit this side of the hole, so I don't get that heaviness coming
Yeah,
straight
yeah.
out. Get a little bit of the strings here, so we're going to kind of try that, and I'll listen in there. Listening to it is always the best thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes it can look right but not sound good, so let's try that. You think your tune's pretty good? Your tuning
Yeah, everything should be
sounds
fine.
good. Yeah, it's staying. Talk for me.
Okay. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2, 3. Check.
That's 11.
Check 1, 2. Check. Check 1, 2. Test 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Again?
Check 1 2 1 2.
And we're checking the guitar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead and play some for
Sure.
me. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to start you from the top. You should hear your click in.
Okay.
We should hear the other guitars too. So it's not as important that you play exactly the same thing, but that it kind of weighs the same. It's kind of, you know, we don't want to go real trebly. I want it to kind of be kind of weigh the same, but you're definitely, you won't do exactly the same thing. I just want you to try
Right,
to
I
do
got
something
you.
the same
Yeah.
weight.
I got
So
you. Okay.
let's try that there.
Could we see each other again? 'Cause baby, I don't want to see another day. I just want to see.
All right.
Oh, I can't hear you at all from talking.
That's fine. I cut that off so we wouldn't hear the click track. I hear it over your headphones.
Yeah.
So I shut your, and then that last note, we'll just hold that out to infinity.
Yeah.
You know, and that way we can always click it off. But I think what you did was fine.
Yeah, I had slowed down there, so I was like, I'm not gonna try to mimic that.
Did you feel like that hit it right?
Yeah, I think it was alright.
Okay.
Which, like I said, on the first take, I just kind of slow it down even off the tempo.
Okay.
And end it. So
Okay.
there's no way I can
With the click track
really
going.
mimic
Gotcha.
that. Yeah.
Let's do a second one the same way.
Okay.
We'll start from the top on that
Okay.
and get us in the right. That's 11. To keep from setting this input up every time like I'm doing, I'm just gonna save a track template.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna call it Guitar Today as opposed to yesterday.
Yeah.
And so now I should be able to pull that up. Here we go.
Okay.
right. And did you get that last chord for me, or did you
got
cut it?
that.
Did you get that last chord for me, or did you cut it short?
I did
Okay.
get the last chord.
What I'm gonna do? You did. You felt like you did. And let me play it for you this
Yeah,
way.
let me
Let's see.
listen to it.
This is those last 2 tracks.
Okay. Yeah, I hit it.
Did you want it? Did you? Is that how you wanted to end on 1 like that, or did you just want to end on that lower chord?
Might be better to leave it on the lower one.
I think so too. And I just wanted to make sure that both were the same.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. I'm going to punch you in at the very, very last chord and let you strum that last low chord.
Okay.
And just hold it out. And we're just going to get a long tail on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to start you right here.
Okay.
I'm going to start you right there on the top of the phrase where I started playing. It's almost like... And then we're going to start right here.
Okay. I got you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, yeah.
And then whatever you do, just hold that chord out, and we're just going to let it hold till it totally dies out.
Okay. Got
Like
you.
that. And we'll go back and record the first track
Okay.
on that. Here you go. Okay, and we'll do the same thing on the second track. That was
Do
great.
what?
I'll do this. I'll do the same thing on the second track.
Okay.
And so here we go. Good deal. If you'll come in here for just a second, we'll listen to that and see how.
Yeah, let's see. I want to make sure that end synced up. You think
Okay.
That was.
Here we go. Let's listen to those 2 together.
Yeah, that seemed to sync.
Yes, I like that. Let me see how that punch is doing. I can live with that. And so what I wanted to do is kind of hear how this guitar, I wanted you to kind of hear how this guitar is doing. So we'll bring you in here for just a second.
Okay.
And we'll lay some more parts.
Now the only thing I'm worried about is that the 2 tracks you're playing right there. Is that the last 2 we just did?
It is.
Okay.
And not the first one. I don't think we're going to keep the first one.
Well, I think that with the first track, the later ones I did, the first one, since I have to sing, if I have to sing, I'm probably not as close to the.
So if we use the newer ones, we're in better shape.
Yeah, because they're gonna be off the first one with any of the other ones probably. Because I can listen, I can focus on the metronome.
Gotcha.
They might have still gotten off a little bit, maybe not quite perfectly.
So these are the 2 here. And so as we pan those left and right, those 2 different takes,
Yeah.
we've kind of got that. So that's what we're going to end up with, and I think that is fine.
Yeah,
Well,
that sounds pretty good.
What we can do now is go through and put a final vocal on it.
Yeah.
And just step through that, probably using these, and then do some secondary guitar stuff. You got some different stuff that you're doing.
Yeah.
I love what you do on some of that extra stuff.
Yeah, I can think
And we've got room. 1 extra part. Where do I put it in the stereo imagery?
Mhm.
If you've got 2 that kind of weigh the same, then
Yeah.
I can kind of left and right some stuff
I see what you're saying.
and get that. So, but you kind of know what's in your head
Yeah.
with it.
I wasn't thinking of much. What I was thinking, do you want more than this? One thing I was thinking, 1 extra guitar could do just like on the little choruses, the part where it just goes or whatever. Could just do the strum, like
Gotcha.
1 strum out, and then I could pick a little more on some other notes for the second guitar part. Or were you wanting something?
As
more
long
like
as the first time you do it and the second time you do it, secondary parts, they kind of weigh the same.
yeah.
So if we heavy strum on one, then I have a positioning problem with putting the heavier stuff maybe a little bit to the left and then lighter stuff.
Okay.
It's almost like when you do secondary stuff, if you can give me
Okay. Yeah. I see what you're
mirror
saying.
images of stuff that weighs the same. It doesn't have to be the same part,
Okay.
but it's almost like
I
it's
know what
never
you're
a
saying.
perfect world for me, but
Yeah.
that would be
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
you know, that would be
I
be
can-
great. So
I can do
so
that.
but you may want to do a vocal next, or you may want to do secondary parts. Sometimes the secondary parts feel better when you hear the final vocal.
Yeah, we
so,
can go ahead and do
So we
vocals.
can go ahead and do vocals and just not do that. And does that feel? That's good there.
Yeah, that's
And on this mic, I like for it to be just right above you.
Okay.
That kind of keeps that P string out of it.
Okay.
You know, with that, it's
Yeah, yeah.
do the one screen if that feels comfortable.
That's
for
fine. So
you.
you want me to sing straight still?
Yeah,
Be above
just
it.
right over there, like that. Or if you sing that way,
Okay,
we
it's
can
like
videotape you better.
Oh,
You
okay.
turn facing square like that.
Oh,
there
okay.
you go.
Okay.
I'll be able to videotape you a little bit
Okay, sure.
like that in the headphones.
Yeah.
I think so. Okay. So, vocal. So I'm gonna mute out the original,
Yeah.
just so it's out of our way, but we kind of got it as a reference, so I'm not gonna get rid of it, but I think you'll do fine. You seem to know the song pretty well, so.
Yeah. I tried to before I recorded.
And I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna turn your click track off if I can.
Yeah, that'd be.
I don't think you're gonna need it, and the more click track I get on the headphones, the more bleed we get
Yeah.
across all the
I
inputs.
prefer it
and
off.
so-
Usually, once I have one bass,
Perfect.
basic instrument down, I don't. It gets in my way more than anything.
Here we go.
Father, why are we not the same? Could we fall again someday? Could we see each other again? Or could this be the end? Let it be. Oh, let it be. Why let us even join our hand? Don't let me fall again. I don't wanna see another day. I just want this to me end. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be.
Could we fall again someday?
Okay, you want to listen through that?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Did that feel pretty good?
Yeah,
All the parts?
usually the part that needs the most work is the bridge, the high parts.
Did you like how it came across?
I don't know. I'd like to
Okay.
listen to it.
You want me to jump to that, or you want to hear the whole thing?
Go ahead and jump to that. I think the
Okay.
rest of it was probably good.
Let's
Felt
see.
pretty comfortable with the rest of it.
Let me jump a little further.
Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Yeah, let's do another take of that bridge
Okay.
right there. That'd be good. I can perfect that better.
Hey, we can get it.
Better to fix it here on the floor than on the mix. I hate that. A lot of people are like, we'll just fix it in the mix, you know? It's
Yeah, for everything you fix, it costs you an hour.
yeah. And it's, you know, it's like polishing something that's already wrong.
And I'm just gonna kind of archive this in a way that we got what you did.
Yeah, okay.
Just in case.
Absolutely.
And here we go.
Okay. Oh, let it be. 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 Oh, let it be.
Let you hear that. See
Okay.
what you think.
Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. I like that a lot better than the first
Good
time.
deal.
Yeah.
Is that good there, or you wanted to try it again?
I think it'd be beneficial to do it one more time.
Okay,
I
let me
like
s-
that take,
yeah.
but I'd like to have at least one more.
Absolutely.
Choose
Let me
from.
save that, and we'll.
Okay. Yeah, that was better.
Here we go.
Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Okay. Oh.
Let's hear that.
Okay. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Okay. I think we should stick with the second take.
Okay.
That's the thing I think was best.
We'll tuck that one away just in case too.
Okay.
And back to the second one.
Yeah, I think the second.
You want to do some extra guitar stuff now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I should have brought my electric. I just didn't think about it.
Nah, no, you'd be fine.
That's okay. This is just for the sake of.
There you go. Show us some pieces. Hey.
These headphones are pretty comfortable. Usually, once I have one basic instrument down, I don't. It gets in my way more than anything.
we cut your are you playing something at the very beginning? Probably not. You don't need to count in, do you?
No, I don't.
You don't start right on the top.
No,
Here we go. Get us the right input here. Here we go.
Okay. Could we see each other again? Could this be the end? Let it be. Let it be. Why let us even join our hand? Don't let me fall again. I don't wanna see another day. I just wanna listen.
I like it, man.
Thanks. I think that's all I'm gonna do there.
Did you have something else that you wanted to do?
I can come up with something else.
Okay. And what you could do as this thing gets stronger, like the chorus and the bridge, is there a strum pattern instead of finger picking that might complement?
Well, I was thinking
what's
about doing
going on,
like
or
on the
what do you
chorus.
think?
I was thinking about doing like a
Absolutely.
you know,
yeah,
something just a
absolutely.
little more emphasis. So yeah, that's
And
why I'll probably
so-
do the second take.
And what we could do is since that weighs more than that part that you just did,
Yeah.
we could do two of them just so we've got some imagery with it.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know? And does it start kind of where you started before? Where do you think that starts?
Yeah, it'd probably be best just to start at the beginning.
Okay.
It'll get there really fast, so
Let's see.
probably easier that way.
I'm going to add another. Here we go.
Okay. Father, why are we not the same? Could we fall again someday? Could we see each other
Cool. And I'm gonna double up those 2 parts that you did.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll just jump to them a little bit before.
Yeah, that's fine.
And it sounds awesome, man. I like the song.
Thanks. Okay, so you want to do that one more time? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. You did 2 parts. You did the first chorus, I guess, and then the chorus bridge.
Yeah, exactly.
And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set us up. We're just gonna do the same thing again.
Okay.
That way I've got some imagery with those parts.
Gotcha.
With that, let's see. Right before it.
I messed that up.
Here we go. Then we'll jump to get the next part. There we go. Super cool. And this, we could always go back and we could put a drummer with it.
Yeah,
We've got
yeah.
Click Track. It would all work fine with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Putting bass with it, just in case. It's so cool, guitar vocal. It's kind of that solitude.
That's how we kept it on the record.
We
tested around with stuff.
Yeah,
it sounds good stripped down.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
What I want to try to do is on that bridge.
Yep.
Can you play the tones of that bass part by itself
Yep.
on the acoustic?
Yep.
What I want to do is I want to track that on top to see if we can float that into that bridge.
Yeah, give it some.
Just to give it, give that build into the bridge where we might not necessarily. Y'all didn't put bass on this, did
No.
you? Yeah, and so it may give a little bit of energy to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's try that.
And just see what happens with it. Let's see, guitar.
Would it sound better if I use my finger with it like actual bass?
Probably, so you get more low end out of it. And sometimes if you play up closer to the frets,
Mhm.
you'll get a lower sound
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
And then we'll watch
Oh,
our
you're right.
placement on there. Bass guitar is the same way. And then this, I'm going to try to get it closer to the hole. To
So
get
we
that.
get
That's
that,
not
yeah.
in the way there, is it? You
No.
hear it in headphones, don't you?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, you can hear that in the headphones. And so, and then I'm going to crank you up just a little bit since you're playing softer. There we go. That's good right there. So nothing extra, just the bass notes. That's great. And I'm just going to take that one that boinged.
Yeah,
I'll copy it with another
You can
one.
fix
So
that?
we'll
Okay.
do that. But
I was
you-
like, I think I hit that too hard.
yeah, you can come on in here and we'll
Yeah.
check that out. And so,
Oh man.
and so I'm just going to copy that first one that you
Yeah.
did right there
You're pretty quick with this stuff, I've noticed.
with that, and then I'm just going to.
We're usually like, can you punch me in there? It's like, yeah, just a second.
Yeah. Well, we could have punched you in there, but see how I just about had it finished before you got in here. That second one right there. And I've got a high pass filter on that track with the low end, which I don't want.
What exactly does a high pass filter do?
High pass filter is going to let everything higher than a certain frequency through.
Okay.
So it's basically cutting low.
Okay.
It's letting pass through the high frequencies.
Yeah.
And then you decide where you want that to be.
So if you just want more like of a triple sound for certain things, you use that?
There's the EQ curve right there for a
yeah.
high pass, and so you see how that's what it was set for that guitar track.
Okay.
When I first started. And so, but I want more of that low end, so I'm just gonna, and then we may end up even boosting like somewhere in this lower register there.
Yeah.
To kind of give that just an open tone. I don't want it to sound like there's a bass part, but I want it to have the fullness.
Yeah.
So if I push a lot of low end, but I use a little bit of it, then I kind of get that. And that second one's a little bit later than you strummed. And so what I'm gonna do is just go in and just move it. We see the chord right there.
It's like, I'll just drag the note out.
Yeah. So, but with that, and so we want to pan those new tracks. So we got those in stereo, the left and right. If I was adding bass and drums, I'd keep them that thin.
Mm-hmm.
But since we're not, I'm going to move that low pass filter. Why do I have a low pass filter that comes up every time? Because I low pass filter everything, or high pass filter everything.
High pass filter.
Yeah, and that way, because typically the only thing I want low end is kick drum and bass.
Yeah.
And everything else kind of out of the way, and so, but I'm gonna let that acoustic be a little bit more low end since it's by itself.
Gotcha.
And so we get a little bit more of that. That's a little bit happier there. I'm also just compressing a little bit. See, that's a compressor.
Yeah.
The compressor right there. Acoustic, you don't want to compress a lot. It'll start breathing on you.
Yeah,
and again, just a little bit of reverb, on that is
kind of figured it out. Fill it out.
So
all that reverb.
So this, and then the higher stuff that you did, I would high pass that even more.
Yeah.
To let it float a little more. I don't want it to be heavy on there, and just the fact that you played high stuff makes it not heavy, but we're gonna even do. So I'm gonna with the high pass filter there. Again, just adjusting that EQ. I can do something like that, and that's just going to kind of float right on top. And it just doesn't have that meatiness that would get in the way.
So
and then rhythmically, it doesn't fight. Yeah. And then if I've got one of them, I'm going to place it. Right now, it's in the center. I'm going to pick a side to just barely place it in, like the left or the right. And so now. It's just barely to the left.
Yeah.
That's going to get it off the vocal. Get the vocal being in the center. Because I really, everybody's a little different. I don't like anything in the center of the mix except for vocal, kick, bass, snare. Hi-hat even a little bit to the left or something. And that way that lead vocal just really shines through there.
Kind of stuff. That's true.
And that's why even if I may make a part up to give me some imagery so that I'm equal left and right, with stuff that's going on. You don't always have the luxury of having what you need, but if you got a way to design it,
Yeah.
So we also that high part, we can compress it a little bit more. And again, that's going to let it float in that mix. And I'm going to watch that compressor level there on that. And we see this is how much we're taking off of it, dB wise. And so having about 4 to 8 is probably a good place, but always what it sounds like is the most important. But that's going to let that float in there softer, but it's almost like I hear everything that it's doing. You know? Yeah. So it just kind of floats in that. And then this is the strumming that you did. Let's see. And those parts are the same. There's 2 parts of that. So yeah. I had the parts backwards. The rhythm we're going to do left and right. We'll do left and right, and I'll still high pass that about the same.
Right. Okay.
For some reason, I thought I had the floaty part. So we'll get both of those rhythms left and right on the secondary. Yeah, like that, but still compressor's about the same. You know. And then this floaty part you did, that part right there, we're gonna high pass and get the meat out of that. Let's see what that does. And then again, the ear, you know, just kind of deciding where you like it. That part I'm gonna, like I was trying to do with the other part, that part I'm gonna off access just a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the rhythm left and right, or maybe 45s.
Yeah, like not
or
all
something.
the way,
yeah, you know, if I want to be in a different position than that acoustic.
Yeah, I got you.
Or something, but it's somewhere in that range. I think it's a good place. Another thing we could do, the secondary part kind of is real similar to the secondary rhythm that you did.
Yeah.
And what we could do is we could EQ that in a little bit different way and kind of make a notch for that part. The new rhythm part, now that I've high passed it, really is tinny, trebly kind of deal. So we could let that secondary, that single track that we have, kind of float in the mid range as long as it doesn't get in the way of the vocal. You know, and so we could, you know, position in that. So we could. I'm going to solo that out and just look at it and see. So on our EQ here, we could just take kind of a mid-range area, and just kind of and then what we can do is play it and kind of sweep and kind of. So we may decide that we want a little bit more of this warmer kind of direction area. And that boosted the volume, so I'm going to pull the volume down. And I feel like the compressor's choking it a little bit. I'm going to pull the compressor off. Same way on this high stuff, I feel like the compressor's choking. You kind of feel it breathing.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, and so. And then you and I get working so hard on the vocals, we kind of lose the perspective that it's actually a vocal song. We get so so hard working on the guitars that we forget it's a vocal song. So we'll back up and see if I missed mine. Let's see. And so what we'll do is we'll back up and remember that it's a vocal track. compression for the
Could
vocal.
we see each other
I like
again?
taking off about 4 or 6 on that, so I'm going to push the gain
Or
up.
could this be the end?
So,
Oh, let it be.
so I'm just kind of watching and listening.
Father, why are we not the same?
That mic's clear.
Could we fall again someday? Could we see each other again? Or could this be the end?
So,
Oh, let it be.
and it's hitting that tube.
Oh, let it be. Oh,
And I like it to burn a little bit with that. That's kind of cool.
oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be.
I feel like your vocal's a little bit heavy,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to just high pass a little bit more
Yeah.
and kind of get that. for
Isn't
the
it
end.
peaking or something? Or is that the compression?
It's actually we're actually got a tube saturation going on, almost like a tube
Oh, like a
overdrive.
drive.
Yeah, so
I see
just
it.
deciding if you like that. And
Oh, let it
So once you realize you're trying to do it, then sometimes you like it, but sometimes you still
Yeah.
don't like it. You know?
Oh, let
So that
it
would be less of that
be.
drive. But,
Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be.
is that enough vocal with that, or is that too much vocal? What do you typically like?
Well, in this,
The vocal.
well, most of the time, I would say less, but in this particular song, since it's mainly acoustic and vocal driven, I think it's fine.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
Father, why
You got auto-tune,
are we
right?
not the same?
yeah,
Father, why are we not the same? Could we fall again someday? Could we see each other again?
and what I'm going to do, since the volume is so different on that, I'm going to pull this verse up. So
Could this be the end? Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be.
is that loud enough there on the?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's check that.
Don't let me fall again.
Another way to do that volume right there is after the compressors. Okay, that volume you can go to a clip volume right here, and if I change the clip volume, I change it before the compressor.
Okay.
So sometimes that's a better way to do
Yeah.
Why are we not the
it. So we
same?
we feel it here in the compressor now.
Could we fall again someday?
So what I mean,
Yeah.
so both ways would work, but I kind of like to drive it in the compressor so I still get some of that effect.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Otherwise, we were so low before that we weren't really hitting the compressor. Let's see.
Oh, let it be.
verse a good bar.
all again someday. Could we see each other
You like that?
again?
Yeah, I
You like that for the verse, and then I'll
Yeah.
do something similar here.
It brings
at
it
the
through
end.
forward, but it's not over the top.
Yeah, and so I think that's.
I don't want to see another day. Oh, let
I feel like that got softer, so I need to
Yeah, a
not
little
compensate as much.
be. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. I just want this. Oh, let it be each other again. Oh, let it be. Oh, let it be. Father, why are we not the same?
And that's pretty close for
Yeah.
for a close mix on that. And then usually after you've recorded it, a couple days later, you can make some better judgments on mix. We had a pretty short session, but if we'd recorded for 4 or 5 hours, you've been
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah,
you have no concept of what something sounds like because you're so toasted.
You have to step back probably every 2 hours. I'd say I gotta take a 15-30 minute break. Go, let's just step back for a second.
And so I'm going to clean
Okay.
up the beginning.
I've had it happen when my friend helped produce stuff, and I was like, "What happened with this song? Everything sounds good. What were you thinking when you were doing this?"
Father, why?
Come into later, but it's pretty clean, so we'll go ahead and
Someday.
we'll get this vocal out faster.
Day.
Yeah, that's good.
And so we're really just these 2 tracks now. Since you tailed it so long, I can now take it anywhere and fade it off.
Yeah, yeah.
So at the beginning and the end, and select all of them. Mix that down.
You mainly produce like hip hop and stuff.
A
around
little bit of
here?
everything.
Really?
Yeah,
You have a
there's
lot of-
give it a country and acoustic guitar stuff, and working on electric fiddle type stuff.
Really?
Yeah, and it's some interesting stuff. And
Yeah.
if I had 3 sessions to do in a day, I'd rather them be 3 different styles.
Yeah.
You know, I can make it through the long day better.
I got you.
Then, so that's mixed down, and then I'm gonna, they've got a tool here that'll burn that
That's cool. That was fast.
for it. Yeah, the Sonar does the software render, which is not faster than real time. So kind of depends on how much compressors and processing
Yeah.
you got going on. And so. Let's see.
Yeah, this will be real helpful to have on video to show students.
I think
and
so,
stuff,
yeah.
'cause It's kind of hard to do this at school, I think, even with
That's
the
the part that
studio.
you miss, and even in your
Yeah.
internship, you don't really, like I was telling the students today, when you come to a session, do you weird out the people enough to where it's not a normal session? You know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it's not.
So, but there's a disc of that right there
Thanks.
that we did. you.